is another one that I think hit extremely hard. I would definitely say I feel like the first 8 episodes just smashed it out of the park. Um, Level 5, they're calling Warhammer 40,000, and they shall know no fear. Titus is the main central theme of the episode, and a warrior who knows no fear. So I absolutely think that it was an excellent theme to have. He portrayed it as badass as possible. I mean, these guys, when they were just outreaching, crushing skulls, it really felt like the game in that aspect where you're just fighting through these mass hordes. Um, yeah, they did excellent here. The visual masterpiece of that alien going through their minds. Um, Definitely 100% accurate in terms of how cool they made it feel. So I'll let you guys jump into it as well. What did you think of the Warhammer? Do you think that they translated the Warhammer IP correctly? I mean, this IP has been around ever since I was in diapers on tabletops. So this one is a hard one to kind of encompass in kind of 15 minutes. So SPG,
Oh,
have you been
okay.
around Warhammer when you were younger?
Not when I was younger, but it's a great game. It's got a lot of lore. The thing I'll say about this show is that you mix space marines on a suicide mission, exploring the grim dark, and you adhere to the game's lore and intense action and gore. It's knocked out of the park, man. I wanted a whole series or a whole movie. Now, did this episode like explain any of that stuff lore wise to you? No, it was just all spectacle, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maker, you just played through Warhammer. Do you think that they were able to translate how it felt in the game to go through those hordes? What do you think they did some things right? And did you have any experience with the tabletop? Did you paint those little things?
I actually I had a roommate for a couple years who did play Warhammer 40K, and I did play one or two games of it, but I had no idea what I was doing. I also played the Warhammer tabletop as well. The it's like the D&D style. Played a couple sessions of that, and that was pretty fun. I think they did kind of nail that vibe for these like Space Marines, because I believe that the main thing was to show that these are like it's like 300. They're supposed to be those elite of the elite, the 300 versus the thousands, and they can take them on. Um, and like just when they were coming at them with like the vehicles, and the dude just pulls up the shield and just like smash. That is Warhammer Space Marines at least. Um, so yeah, I thought that was badass, and yeah, I'd love to see more of that, and maybe delve a little bit more into the lore behind it as well, which I still have no clue. Even after playing Space Marine 2, I have no clue how that all works.
Titus is badass. That's all I know about the lore.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Nads, how did you feel watching the Warhammer 40,000?
It felt me hype about Warhammer. So I wasn't exposed to Warhammer as much as probably other people here, but had a good friend of mine that was what he's spending his time is painting those little character to play the board game and stuff like that. And he always got excited for any video game, anything coming out about Warhammer because he was a big fan of the Space Marine. So you got multiple like group, I guess, that they fight each other all the time, and he loved the Space Marine. He had all of them, and every little character had his own story, like their main legend. And the fact that they brought like this character Titus, I don't know if he's related with the latest video game, but the idea of like looking at a specific character and they're like how they became a space marine and how they act, it's pretty cool. I was like, that made me hype. And some of the stuff they're doing within the video was like amazing. Like they just show how awesome they are, right? And that's how I remember it, like from my friend when he was describing them. He's like, they're just like beasts and machine, and they're just like, so well trained and stuff like that. And no, like watching this, it just made me want to play tabletop, like just or learn more about the lore. So I would like to see more about this, maybe like more movie or a bit more.
Yeah, Henry
Right.
Cavill apparently is going to be making a movie, but we'll see when that
Oh.
comes out. I definitely think that I would win in hand-to-hand combat against Titus. Unfortunately, that will never be proven, so we'll just have to call it a draw. Uh,
You use the power of your hair.
yeah, exactly. But definitely a feast for the eyes. The boy with no fear was able to do the most badass thing and definitely